Good morning, good morning. Oh, Maria, what you doing? Your legs all tangled up in the curtain. Happy Friday and welcome to the Lazy Redhead. And if you don't know, I'm the Lazy Redhead. Today's vlog style, I'm going to take you around with me whilst we do all a manner of bits and bobs. I didn't realise how much I'd done. What I do though is I try and film little bits of my life when I think there's something interesting to say or do, and you know what, I get enough where I make a vlog really. So that's what we've done today. I am going to narrate some of it for you because if I just gave you the footage you'd be like, should we just start with the travels and such likes? Come on, let's start with the travels and such likes. Thursday, I decided I needed to get out of Dodge. I ended up having to go for an appointment in a little place called Carlisle. I did end up going to Carlisle and I took the train, which I love. I love taking the train. There's just something so fabulous about taking the train, certainly on this train because it's a coastal train. I took this picture and I thought, there's something so fabulous about that. I don't know what it is. So it's the three boxes sort of aligned with the green and it's just, there's something about the composition. I thought I might use that idea for like a rudimentary composition for a landscape or something. See what I mean about it being a coastal train? It is honestly the most amazing coastal train. There's probably a lot better around the world, and I get that. It was unfortunately quite a grey, gloomy day, but I was armed with my cup of tea, obviously. Nothing at this point could go wrong, other than the fact that it could be sunny, obviously. This was a face of a woman that almost lost a battle with a girl that decided to accuse me of popping my luggage on the surrounding seats, which really drove me mental. But alas, we still had a nice view, so it wasn't all bad. I found this little place, Alexandros. It's like a Greek restaurant tapas thing. Got myself a coffee and a baklava. Don't know if you said that right. Oh wow. I also found a bookshop. Well, I found Waterstones that had a department of art books, which I was bloody delighted at. Then I found a craft shop and just stared at all the vials of different glitters for longer than was reasonable. I don't felt, but I like the colours, the wads of colours. Like, look at all those colours. Oh, isn't it inspiring? I did end up getting these though. All will be revealed in a later video. I did have a little sneakeroonie at some sketchbooks, but Lord knows I've got more than enough sketchbooks and I'm still yet to finish the ones that I'm on. Although I have to say, this new body of work that I'm conjuring up in the background is requiring a bit of a different approach to a sketchbook. So me looking for inspiration for that. Homeward Bound, finally. Love it. I have arrived at St. Bees. It's really sunny. It wasn't meant to be, I might add, but today we're going to do some plein air stuff. I'm going to see what we get done. I've got two sketchbooks, a big A3 ring bound and my square Ranger. Oh, and all my acrylic paints. I've got some pencils in there as well. Husband's just getting the tech out. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Plus we're getting breakfast. I decided to get some breakfast. Before that was happening, I thought I'm going to do some sketching. I'm going to have a look. I mean, look at that view. This is St. Bees Beach. It's quite a famous beach. The guy who plays Mr. Bean, whose name I've forgotten, he grew up and lived in St. Bees. So, and it's a beautiful tourist destination, like a nice beach. But I'm thinking about different ways to tell a story within my work. So although this sketch isn't necessarily going to break new ground, it's certainly not something you haven't seen from me. Sorry to downplay it, but I wanted to point out the fact that I'm trying to be far more loose in the get-go, far more expressive, and learning when to stop, when to just chill out about the situation and let things brew, essentially. The pencils that I'm using are just an accumulation of small nubbies, I call them, small pencils that I've whittled down, that I've taken from the main roll, and I've just put in a smaller, more kind of, you know, carry-friendly pencil case. What that's done is it's given me the perfect colour palette, because it's all colours that I've obviously used over and over and over again. So I've just plonked them all in there. Haven't replaced them in the big roll right enough. I need to get on with that. That's on my to-do list. You'll see that I'm just kind of going in very randomly. This is a warm-up. I'm not thinking about it. I'm leaving a lot of negative space. This is something that I'm quite intrigued by, negative space. I do fill it a little bit more, but ultimately I just find something about that makes the work pop even more. I don't know what it is, but yeah, a lot of negative space. I don't know what I'm going to do with that negative space when I start to transfer these ideas to canvas. I think it'll be a lot of texture, maybe some sort of monochrome texture, so it will all be one colour, but it will have something about it. I'm not really sure what that's going to look like. Maybe it'll just be completely glittery. Maybe. Actually, that's a great idea. I'm going to write that down. Totes writing that down. Glittery background. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
27.
I'm really happy with that one, actually. I found that quite successful. And the view's not half bad either. Oh, the breakfast is bloody delicious. So I took a walk on the beach, and I started to shoot a couple of workshops for Patreon, as well as some testing videos for Patreon as well. They'll get them in the coming weeks. It was quite a successful day. Right, we found this new pizza place. Well, I didn't, right? My mother-in-law did. Went there yesterday. And I tell you now, oh, it was delicious. The decor is really cool, really funky. Absolutely love that. And it was so in keeping with the oldie worldy pub style. And the food, the pizzas were absolutely delicious. The pizzas were just awesome, absolutely beautiful. Love the atmosphere in there. We're definitely going to go there again. It's just a shame that it is just up the road, and obviously we're moving soon, which is going to be about 20-25 minutes away. So, but we know that it's there. That brings us up to now. That brings us up to today. I've got a little list here of things we need to tick off. Okay, I have to do my still life video for Patreon. That was an unscheduled video. That will be quite cool. So I've been having that on my list that I've had to move back and back and back. Oh, I've done that. I've done my newsletter for Patreon for August. Delighted, tick that off. Oh, love doing it. Okay, I need to do another video. I was going to say what I've created in a month, but it's not exactly a month, so I don't want to call it that, but I'm thinking what I've created since packing away my studio and how it's affected my practice. I think that's going to be a really good conversation, actually. So I might do that today, and I need to pay some bills, obviously. Oh, pay some bills. Bloody nightmare. You can come along with. After my little exploration at the beach, I did find this rock thing. But you can see like it's got a ridge, an edge. So I thought in my wisdom that it would be a great idea to see if I could smash it in half to see if there was a fossil inside. Okay, I'm going to test some stuff out with you. These are the things I want to try out. They are glitter acrylic paints. I've used them a couple of times And one thing I'm going to say is that they are not acrylic paint, so I don't know why they call themselves that. There's no real instructions. Fine art glitter. Acrylics are fast drying. They're not. Water-based they are extremely versatile. They're not. Ideal for the use of many techniques and variety of surfaces. They're not. So we already know what they are absolutely fundamentally not. But one thing I did want to try is mixing them in with acrylic paint. Maybe that's what they're for. So I'm going to try that, and you're going to do it with me. So there's a blob of, this is what it looks like without any paint involved. Like any other glitter paint. And it takes ages to dry, it really, really does. There's just no getting away from it. But I did want to see if you could mix it in. Maybe that's what it's for. Maybe it's for mixing in. So let's see what that looks like when it's dry. I'll also do the same to the rest. We've got a blue here, but I'm going to do maybe a different tone blue. Blob of blue. I mean, it's fine when you just have it like that. But no, it's not. I lied to you. It really isn't. I'm trying to put lipstick on a pick here. Here we go. Let's do it more concentrated, shall we? More in favour of the glitter. I will be intrigued to know whether this actually works or it just doesn't. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to be something I'm going to be interested in. I don't know. I'll have to see when it dries. But I know that this takes ages to dry. These acrylic paints, they take so long to dry. This is a nice colour though. This is a lovely colour. It's like oh no, it's a gold. I thought it was the same as the tube. The tube is obviously different colour and the glitter is. Okay, maybe we can try that with a yellow. Let's try that with a yellow. Oh, that creates quite a nice texture, doesn't it really? We've got, what have we got? We've got a pink there as well. Do the pink quick. Let's go with a salmon pink. Just for a giggle. Oop. Marvellous, marvellous. Salmon pink and a blob of that. You know I love experimenting, so this is just right up my street today. I'll also be intrigued to see what a darker colour does with a lighter colour, sorry, with a darker glitter. We'll do a bit of this pale violet here, and we'll do that with a lighter glitter. Cool. Oh yes. I mean, in theory it should work, but you know what it's like when it's in theory. Trying to thin it out just so it doesn't take as long to dry. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, see how that dries, see if it's glittery, how long it takes to dry, and whether that's in fact what they're meant for. But I don't hold my breath. Maybe one of you guys have these. I don't know, but I'm interested to see how they fare. Right, I'll pack up, let these bad boys dry, and we'll come back. It's been a minute, and I just had to pop on. It just came in to check that it was dry. Now, the paint has dried, most of it, but the glitter seems to still be sort of keeping it wet. As for whether it works or not, I don't know whether you can see. Oh, you can see a bit there. Okay, so the glitter does come through. There, you can see a little bit there. The glitter does come through the paint, which is really interesting. But not enough for me to be able to apply it. I think it has to be something quite special for me to go, yeah, that's going to work. I don't think in this instance it's going to be successful. I'm going to find it very hard to use and not make it look naff. Anyway, there's that update. Looks like my nephews are going to get a load of glitter. Okay, it's the next day and we have some grounds we need to deal with. So I figured we could do that together. We have got several grounds here that we did on the Inspired by Nature video, and I haven't actually touched them yet, so I wanted to consider potentially doing some stuff on them. I like this one, I really do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this one as is. I think I might have another idea for that one for another video. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll leave that in the other video pile. This one though, and the big one, viable. Let's just do something with it, shall we? I'm thinking oil pastels. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just love playing with oil pastels. I do need to get more actually, because I am running out big time. What I want to do actually is create like these little flat planes, really opaque flat planes along, you know, with the more watery vibes that we're getting. I love doing studio sessions sometimes. It's nice just to take a minute, isn't it? I don't have them every day. I'm not one of these who are like little creative warriors, you know. I may come across like I am. I'm really, really not. It's I have to kind of go with the flow with myself. Contrasting that, I think, go with an orange sun. Yeah, that's nice. Contrasting with that, let's go with maybe, it's not light enough. I'm thinking about a type of white. Do we want to mix a bit of white in? That's quite nice. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Good, brilliant. Now this bit. No, I hated that. That one's this one's my favourite green, but I have very little of it, and I cannot for the life of me remember which set it came out of, so I have like that much left, which is really upsetting. Third world problems, guys. Third world problems. Let's get those darks in there, shall we? I like it contrasting with that purple, actually. It's quite nice. Oh, made a bit of a grey there. Oh, a bit of drawing in there. That's something I do very often. I want to keep it like that. Oh, no, there needs more up here. There's something missing up there. What about this stuff? Nope. Is it? Nope. This stuff. Oh, maybe. It's also the texture of oil pastel that I love, you know, so if it comes off kind of gloopy, this I do enjoy that. I regret that bit, so just gonna do that. Kind of looks like an orange moon, actually. There's something moon-like about that, isn't there? Oh, there is something quite moon-like about it. Accidental moon. Okay, so now I want, what do I want? Just a tiny dab. Like dabble. Dabble? Oh my god, say it. Get it out your face. Jesus. We will have to PVA this, because do you know what's been happening lately? I haven't actually been doing that. And then I forget. And then, oh, I close the book and then it gets everywhere. And it's just, yeah, quite frankly, annoying. We don't have anything in that really weird mauvey colour, do we? Oh no, that's gross. What's anything in here? That's quite nice. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, I quite like that one. Yellow. It needs yellow, doesn't it? No, that's the wrong kind of yellow. Silly tart. Oh, here we are. Just a dad. Just a dabble. Nothing major. Well, that, see, it worked. It worked. Bloody worked. Right, let's do the PVA, because I know I will honestly forget it it's about trying to PVA it without compromising some of the texture. I don't mind it moving stuff around because I find it's all part of the process. So when you get a bit of oil paint on another, you know, area that wasn't meant to be there, I do find that quite interesting. This is really cheap PVA. It's just one that I got from a local craft store because I stupidly packed my big premium bottle away. That's okay. I'll just get like a really cheap one. It's not for sealing artwork or anything. It's, you know, it's literally just for sealing this stuff. I'll let this dry and then I'll come back, clean up, come back, and then we'll get on with the beastie. With this one, I think I'm going to use paint, you know. I'm going to use the same paint that's on here. Just wicked. Get a bit of that, and then I want to darken this bad boy up a bit. So I need some black. Right, where are you? Here you are. I want to really move into the night sky, I feel. I'll just get a bit of this as well. Oh, that one already is. Oh, I know why, because it's pans. That's why. Okay, okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't have anything specific in mind. I'm just creating for creating's sake. Just feel like having a studio session. Okay, where's that? I need some more of that actually. Yeah, nice. Nice. Want it to be patchy. Be quite a patchy sky. I know what I'm trying to achieve. Not always the way though. I feel like that's kind of cool. We need to decide though what we're doing with the bottom. So I need some yellow, so I'm going to use some of that blue. Create a bit of green. There you are, silly tart. This will help make sure though that the hues are kind of together. The white helps it kind of go a bit opaque. Okay, so it's that kind of thing that I like, the contrast of that. Good. I'm going to the edge, but I'm not. Does that make sense? What I'm doing is just swatching. I think that's quite nice actually, that little technique I've just discovered right there. Oh, I love just studio sessions. I love it. Okay. Sorry, I know I've gone silent on you. I apologise. It's just when I find something that's just the sexiest thing ever, I have a tendency just to sort of blank out. So this is what I have with the idea with the tree, to get a bit of contrast between that and the sky. I wanted to use the white paint to bring out that a bit. I'm going to make that bigger actually, and more expressional. Block out some of this darkness. I want to make the tree stand out a bit more. Oh. Cool. That's quite nice. I quite like the muted tones actually. I think the only way we're going to know if this has kind of worked is by letting it dry. So I'm just going to do that and then we'll come back to it. Whilst that's drying actually, I've decided, I was like, oh no, I've got all this paint again. So this was our thingy from earlier. So I'm going to just plonk it all on here, and we won't waste it then. This is an A2 bit of cartridge paper that we did our glitter tests on. So actually that would be quite nice to work on top of. So here we are, making sure we're making use of literally everything in the studio. I think it's an important practice as well. I think even like with children, when children create in the studio, I always think it's really important to say to them, you know, don't waste that, you know, that's a lot of money. If it's dried, so like during the studio session this is sort of dried, you can bring it to life again, and I think that's quite nice actually, because what it does is it can kind of go crispy a little bit, and that's quite nice actually. And you get some really lovely colours like this that you wouldn't have mixed normally, and you can just go, oh, that's really, really nice. I like it a lot. Okay, let that to dry and we can use that for another day, can't we? Waste averted, guys. Waste averted. Okay, this has since dried, and you know what? I love this kind of adopt the swatch thing. This is something Sophie and I came up with. So when I create something like this, I get so excited, and it's because I love the idea of swatching so much that I adopt the technique of swatching. Also, what you can see is the layers underneath. It's that's what I like. I love it. I'm going to go in with some Neo 2s, I think, on this one. I'm just gonna literally go in. I'm not going to think about it. Try and get colours. See, they're all mixed up. I don't know how I've done that. Let's give you something contrasting. Oh, that one's nice. That one is lovely. And some lighter blues. Cool. Cool, that will do. Now, moon. We need a moon. Button moon. Right. What are you? Right, let's do some stars. I usually do dots, but I'm doing these little starry things at the moment. I think they're so bloody cute. Again, that sense of childness. I think it's illustrating the book as well. Yeah, put a bit of orange in there. So at this point, I might consider just swatching some different colours out to see what goes. This is how you get a better understanding of the things you like, the palette that you like, what works, what doesn't work. So that's a nice green. I could see what that looks like. Yeah, that's quite nice actually, isn't it? And then just see them with different, yeah, I'll see if it works. Yeah, it does. It works really nice with that purple. See what I mean? You're just swatching at this point. We need to, oh no, that's quite nice. That blue on there. Oh, what about, oh yeah, that one's nice too. That one's good. Look to that. That's very much like that colour. You're just exploring different colourways, different palettes, you know. Yeah, that one's nice. Am I going to stop? No, I need a yellow. Where's a yellow? Yeah, that one's quite nice as well. Yeah, that one's quite nice. Cool. I'm going to stop there. The yellow was good. I needed to write on it. The text is something that is going to be quite important in my next sort of, in my ideas. Sorry, not getting everything out properly in my face. Jesus Christ, Elise, get your shit together. Red. Okay, red. You didn't even see it, did you? There you go. That's what I've done. Vlog session, August 24. I wouldn't do it like that, but I don't mind it. So, and actually what I'm going to do is put that colour somewhere else so it doesn't look out of place. There we go. Perfect. What I'm going to do is going to meet you on the other camera, the talking head, and we're going to wrap this week up. This week was good. I felt that this week was good. I was able to get out and about. Sometimes you just need to get out of the house, don't you? And I felt the need to get out the house. I felt the need to go out and just decompress and tit around the studio. I mean, I did 3 spreads in that week. I don't think I did. I've done a lot more because I've done obviously Patreon and Sketchbook Party videos, or prepping for them anyway. So I have done a lot, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't create every day. I think I've mentioned it before. Sometimes I go through phases where I can create, say, a body of work in a day, sometimes when I'm really like hyper focused. But ordinarily it's not the status quo that I do go through phases where I just can't create. It is what it is. It's just like a normal way of life for me, you know? Some people need to create every day and they need to get in there, and that, great, good for you. It's just not for me. So yeah, I was delighted to have some studio sessions this week though. What was it? A couple of things actually, before I forget. This one, the PVA glue to hold all the oil pastel in place. Wow, really bad. This one's, it's nice though. See all the texture. Lovely. It is nice, it's very textural, but the glue itself, terrible. Really bad. You can already see that it's yeah, really bad. So that didn't work. I do need premium sealant for that. Now we know we can't skimp on sealant for things like oil pastel. I can't imagine soft pastel is going to be any different either. But this one is fine. It doesn't need sealing because it's Neo 2, so it's not a big deal. Plus I couldn't seal the Neo 2s with that stuff anyway. But look at these stars. Oh, look how cute they are. Don't you love them? Don't you love? So cute. Little star. But this is nice. I like this piece. It's very adopt the swatch. I love that. I feel progress this week. I feel like I've made some serious progression. I'm on the way up, so I'm going into sort of a manic phase at the moment. And when I go into a manic phase, I just need to stick with it. I need to commit to it and just wear myself out. Now, I know you'd be thinking, well, if you didn't wear yourself out in a week, surely you'd have more energy spread across a longer period of time. No, I don't. I'm going to crash no matter what. Whether I wear myself out or not, there is a crash coming. A big walloper into a wall. It always happens for me. I don't know why, is what it is. So when I do have the energy and a lot of it, I go buck wild. In the last 3 days, every day, I think the first day, the last 3 days, the first day I made 2 full videos. The next day I made 3 full videos. And then today I've just finished 3 videos from the day before, this being one of them. So yeah, that's a lot of content, and I can do it, but it does require me to do dribs and drabs, and then all of a sudden I'll just bring it together out of nowhere. It's like a gift. One that I'm very happy to have, actually, because if I was just, I mean, I would prefer just to be normal and just to kind of get a nice working system in place, like a nice schedule, but unfortunately that just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It's the way it is, so I have to work with what I've got. Anyway, I love you and leave you. Thank you for your support. Welcome to those new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I know a lot of you have commented to let me know that you have subscribed. Those comments also mean the world. They do allow the algorithm, the world that is YouTube, to acknowledge that people engage with my content, so they really enjoy that. So each comment, each like, each subscriber all helps to grow the channel, and subsequently just help me to invest in it financially. Anyway, love you. I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go now because I keep telling you that. I'm lying to you. Liza Minnelli. I'm actually gonna go. Have a good day. Mwah.